Alright, so I look a bit like trash right now, but that's fine, I don't care. My makeup is not matching, but that's fine, I don't care. I wanted to talk about pride and my personal worries for pride this year. Those of you who have been around my channel or my videos for a long time will know that obviously I'm asexual, whatever, but my romantic orientation has always been a little bit of a question mark area for me. I have gone through periods of time where I describe myself as aromantic. I've gone through periods of time where I describe myself as mostly aromantic. I've gone through times where I describe myself as, I don't know, but I'm nearer the aromantic end, and within the small romantic attraction that I experience, I'm bi. I've gone through kind of saying, yeah, I'm like demi-grey romantic, but like nearer the A end, so I kind of say I'm grey A. I've gone through like a lot of things, all very similar, but the basis of it is that I'm not fully aromantic, and I've had like 2 crushes ever. I am demi-romantic, I think, so I only get crushes on people when I've experienced like a strong emotional bond with them and like I know them. And effectively, when you're demi, you're kind of A until that point. Like, you don't experience romantic attraction until you've got that emotional connection and emotional bond. So in the last year, I don't want to say I've experimented, but I have learnt more about myself, and I have definitely become more comfortable with the fact that my romantic identity is bi, although I am still nearer the A end of the spectrum and I don't experience it much. So this year I went on my first date. My first date with a girl, my first date ever. And it was a completely new experience to me, and it was very overwhelming because this is such a new thing. Like, I'd never got that far from having a crush and liking someone, because it's complicated, and it's all made extra complicated by my asexuality and the fact that sex is just not something that I want to be doing and want to be kind of dealing with. But the thing that I'm basically really nervous about is pride. So I'm not going to march this year. I've recently decided against it because it's just going to be too hot. I'm going to be too tired, and I want to have a look at some of the acts on the women's stage and the main stage, and I just kind of want to hang out with my friends as well. I marched last year and I had an amazing time, and the year before that I watched the parade, and I just like varying it year to year. But the makeup that I'm wearing now, more specifically this one, because this just worked better, is my basis makeup look for pride. I.e., on the face of it, it just looks like purple makeup. And then on the lid, I think, it's the bi flag. This was inspired by a makeup look I found online when I was just searching for like different purple makeup looks, which was basically this, but without the glitter and with green instead of like the bi-colours. And when I looked at that, though it was not meant to be ace arrow, to me, it screamed asexual aromantic. Like, that was what I really liked about it. So I decided to alter the look a bit and maybe do the bi flag. And this is where I get nervous, because even though I know my romantic identity, I'm always sick of people telling me that, yeah, aces and arrows, they're not LGBTQ+, like pride's not for them, unless they experience some kind of same gender attraction. So whenever I'm like having a debate with someone on Twitter and I go, well, actually, personally, I am like kind of grey, bi, romantic, they go, oh, I'm really sorry for saying that you're not. You are, but other people aren't. That is not the reason that I belong at Pride. My tiny little bi romantic identity is not what makes me inherently queer. And I'm really nervous that if I wear this makeup look to Pride, I'm just gonna get people kind of looking at me and thinking, wait, I see the bi flag, that's why she's here. they're going to look at my asexual flag and they'll be like, well, I don't know what that flag is, but she's got the bi flag on her eyes. That's why she's here. That's the reason that she's at Pride. That's the reason she's watching. That's the reason she wants to be here. That's the reason she belongs. When it is more than that. Just because I happen to experience like a same gender attraction of any description doesn't mean that's what the only thing that makes me LGBTQ+. And that's one of the reasons I don't talk about my romantic identity that much, because I'm always scared. And that's the reason that in the last like year or so, I've actually steered away from talking about my romantic identity too much, because I'm still learning about myself. I learn more about myself every day, as everyone does. And I'm always nervous too. I don't want people to think, oh, that's why she's doing this queer thing, because she's bi. I am queer. I am part of the LGBTQ+ community, very proudly. And that is because I am asexual. I'm really hating making this video because it's impromptu, and usually with my LGBT videos, I put a lot more effort into working out what the fuck I want to say and how I want to say it. But I'm just nervous for Pride. I'm worried that people are going to look at me differently because I am bi. This isn't a coming out video. I've never hidden the fact that I'm like demi-grey bi romantic at all. But to me my asexuality is what I want to be celebrating at Pride, as well as that's what I'm there to educate people on and make sure that they know why I believe that aces are LGBTQ+, and make sure they know that I am a completely open book with asexual education. This isn't a why aces are an LGBT video, but my point is I am an advocate for education and awareness about asexuality, and that's why I'm going to be like at Pride. That's why I join in the protest, because it's something I am incredibly passionate about. But I don't want people to just look at the bi flag on my eye and go, that's why. Not because of that complicated and very underrepresented identity that I don't have any idea about. It's just because she's bi. I'm just so nervous about it, and I don't know why. Not really. Like, if anyone else said these things to me, I would just give them the advice that who fucking cares? Celebrate yourself. But I just don't feel like I can. There is no reason that I should be nervous about celebrating who I am at Pride and protesting for what I believe in. There's no reason, but I am. And this is the first time I have been nervous for Pride. The first time I went, despite the fact that I actually went to Pride with people who didn't think that aces were LGBT, which I didn't know at the time, I felt really happy and really accepted, and I wasn't nervous at all because I knew I belonged there. And the same thing last year, except with the added layer of, well, all of those people who I went to Pride with the year before are gonna be here, and they don't think I should be here, so I'm gonna march right past them and prove that I have a place, and prove that I still have a lot to fight for in that sense. But this year, because I've just learnt so much more about myself recently, I'm more nervous. I don't want it to seem like I don't want it to seem like being asexual is like the middle ground for becoming bisexual, because I'm not bisexual. I never have been bisexual, and I never will be bisexual. I am asexual. I just happen to have a small romantic identity that is bi. I think in the same way that I know a scarily huge amount of people that think being non-binary or identifying as agender is a stepping stone between just becoming a binary trans person. It's not. It is valid in its own right. And I don't want people to think that, oh, she was just scared, she was just frigid. She's not actually ace, she's bi. That is not it. That is not me. I don't know, I'm like really stuck between being really nervous and really angry about things that people have said to me in the past, and people saying things about my identity when no one knows my identity as well as I do. I don't know, I am anxious, I am nervous, I am determined, and I know myself. And I'm not entirely sure what this video was. I think it's important that people know that even though I'm a very loud and proud asexual activist and advocate for education and stuff, doesn't mean I don't feel nervous when I go to a Pride event. And it doesn't mean I don't feel incredibly anxious about displaying my romantic identity just because I'm scared that people are going to use that to, I don't know, use it against me. I'm making this because I think it's important that I talk about it, and it's something that's on my mind today. So there we are. I'm not sorry for bringing this all out at you, and I'm also very aware that this is not a specifically educational video. This is not a video that I have spent time scripting and researching. This is just my thoughts. I'm 19. I'm a young LGBTQ plus person. Of course, I've still got lots to learn about myself, and that is okay. We've still got a long way to go. And if anyone does see me at Pride, hit me the fuck up, because I want to meet people. I want to share experiences. It's me sharing experiences with apparently everyone online. That is one of the reasons I love the asexual community and the LGBTQ plus community so much. So if you see me, please come and talk to me. I'll be trying to post where I am at certain times, but I know the signal isn't always very good. But I might try and do a little meetup at some point, so keep an eye out. And also on the 11th from 5 till 9:30, I will be doing an event with Yasmin at the Pride in London pop-up shop. Information is coming in like 2 days about that. So yeah, anyway, I'm nervous and that's okay. I'm gonna go and have another breakdown about this. So yeah, cool. See you soon. Bye. Bye. Oh, I hate myself too, it's okay.